Have you ever had a day where you technically didn't do much, yet you still feel completely drained? You wake up tired, you move slowly, your brain feels foggy, and by the end of the day, you're exhausted, even though nothing big happened. Most people think exhaustion comes from doing too much, but psychology shows that some of the deepest exhaustion comes from what's happening inside your nervous system, not outside your calendar.
That's exactly how it feels. Like your body is tired even though your life doesn't look physically demanding, and that makes you feel guilty on top of being exhausted.
And that guilt makes the exhaustion worse, because modern exhaustion is rarely about physical effort anymore. It's about constant cognitive load. Your brain is processing more information in 1 hour today than humans used to process in days or even weeks. Notifications, screens, news, social pressure, expectations. Even when you're resting, your nervous system is still working.
So resting doesn't actually feel like rest anymore.
Exactly. True rest requires your nervous system to feel safe. But most people live in a low-grade state of psychological alertness all the time. Your brain stays slightly prepared for threat. Deadlines, messages, judgment, financial stress, relationship uncertainty. That state burns energy even if you never leave the couch.
That explains why scrolling doesn't recharge me at all. It just makes me more tired.
Because scrolling activates dopamine without recovery. It stimulates without restoring. And that leads to a second hidden cause of exhaustion: emotional suppression. Many people don't feel tired because they worked too hard. They feel tired because they're constantly holding emotions down.
That's scary, accurate. When you spend your whole day being fine, even when you're not.
Yes. Suppressing stress, frustration, sadness, loneliness, all of that takes neurological energy. Your brain is actively working to keep those emotions contained. And over time, that creates the kind of exhaustion that sleep doesn't fix.
So even after resting, you still feel worn down.
Exactly. And then there's decision fatigue. Every small choice drains mental batteries. What to eat, what to answer, what to ignore, what to worry about, what to postpone. Even doing nothing still involves micro-decisions all day.
That explains why I feel drained by tiny tasks now.
And let's go even deeper. There's a type of exhaustion that comes from living out of alignment with your values. When your life doesn't match what your nervous system truly wants, connection, meaning, purpose, safety, your body experiences that mismatch as silent stress. You may look functional on the outside, but your system feels internally strained all the time.
So the exhaustion isn't from doing too much. It's from living wrong for your nervous system.
Exactly. And here's another uncomfortable truth. Burnout now happens without overwork. You can burn out emotionally from stagnation, isolation, and lack of meaning, just as deeply as from overworking.
That explains why resting sometimes makes the tiredness louder instead of quieter.
Because once the distractions stop, the nervous system finally feels the weight it has been carrying quietly all along.
So how do you actually recover from this kind of exhaustion?
First, you stop shaming yourself for being tired. Your fatigue is information, not failure. Second, you begin shifting from stimulation to regulation. Less scrolling, more nervous system calming activities like slow walks, silence, warmth, breathing, sunlight.
So the solution isn't more productivity, it's more regulation.
Exactly. Third, you reduce emotional suppression. Naming what you feel costs energy in the short term, but saves massive amounts long term. And finally, you begin aligning your life with what actually restores you instead of what only keeps you distracted.
That makes exhaustion feel less like a personal weakness and more like a biological response.
Because it is. You're not failing at life. Your nervous system is telling you that it's overwhelmed by a world that never truly powers down.
That reframes exhaustion completely.
And if this resonated with you, it doesn't mean you're broken. It means you're human in an overstimulating world. If you enjoyed this conversation, subscribe to The Curiosity Vault. where we explore the hidden psychological systems shaping your energy, your emotions, and your life. Until next time, stay curious